Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, let me catch up. Losing it, United winning it. Called Delic slow and sluggish. Now watch him absolutely smash that one. I mean, he might be slow and sluggish, but it might not make a difference in the end. I think Delic has been criticized a little too much. He's top four defenders this year in terms of all defensive action. I think we'll get into it, of course. Changing the stream to 840. Yapos, to be fair, I was actually live on UD's channel, so I really didn't expect us to go 2 hours, to be fair. But yeah, maybe dreaming about mommy. Maybe, maybe. Come on, man. Oh, that's me. I'm highlighting my own thing. Hey, defective. Want to share some updates? Yeah, sure. Give me some updates, dude. Give me some updates. Hey, Shanks, it's been a while, buddy. How have you been? Enjoying the international break, I'm sure. At least I was. Load up. And this game week's all right, minus our game, obviously. The game week's okay this week. Not really. Not a lot to be excited about. Let me get it ready. Okay. Keep it in the background for now. FPL का जो एक change करना था वो कल ही कर दिया. Oh, you made a change. Thank you for reminding. Wait, there's a midnight game. No, there's no midnight game today. I think I still should do mine today as well. Actually, I finally gathered courage and took flight to Delhi. Took so many Xanax spells to sedate myself, but I got through the journey. I conquered my fear. Oh, you're that scared of flying? You know what? I can't lie. I also don't enjoy it very much, which is ironic considering I want to travel to places. But Xanax, dude. Ah, Xanax is dangerous, dude. But how do you feel after doing it? Wrapping things at Pune, going home tonight, and will be off to Kuwait in a month. So you have taken the job, Shanks. Congratulations. Is this after the Ahmedabad thing, or you were always wait? What? Who? Ah, you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about Mridul. No, man, I was always scared of flying. I don't know about Mridul, but not scared, but let's just say going Bombay to was enough for me, dude. At some point of time, every time the game in which United faced Liverpool, other games are kept relatively weaker sides, so all focused on Liverpool. I don't know, but I feel like the mid matches also aren't mid this time. It's really, I mean, see, I guess we will obviously get to it, but I'm just catching up with the chat. Yep, who can't reject that much money? Bro, well, I don't know how much you're getting, dude, but if you're getting it, then absolutely take it. Absolutely take it. I would say one thing though, try to have an exit plan. Once you're there and you settle yourself, try to envision an exit plan. Because I'll tell you one thing, dude. I'll speak from experience here as someone whose parent went to the Gulf. I'll tell you two things. One is um, it's a lot of money, and sometimes when you see that kind of money, you think it's possible to come back earlier than planned. And the second thing is whatever you do, try to picture as far forward in your life as possible before you make any decisions. Because I know many people who left, came back, and they could never ever make that money again. So I know you're not supposed to think of an exit plan before even getting there, but it's something to consider based on what I was told. A lot of people go there the first year, it's all fun and games, everyone's enjoying themselves. They're buying gold, they're buying whatever else they're buying. 2, 3 years pass, 4, 5 years pass. Sometimes they think they have enough money, they come back and they don't. You need to really just think about that. I have severe health and death anxiety. We discussed few live stream back. I never stepped out of my flat in Bangalore for 2 years. So this step, yes, that's right. The anxiety thing we did talk about. I didn't know you were scared of flights specifically though, but this step was the climbing Everest for me. I'm happy I took it. I don't know if I would have taken Xanax, Mritul, but as long as you have done it and it's worked, uh, small steps, small steps, smaller steps than the last one at least now. Okay, gonna put Shashko Imbomon for Anderson FPL team. Yeah, you do that, my friend. I'm already struggling in my own mini FPL league. I will not be doing that. You like Fanny while watching? I actually don't drink. I'm more of a social drinker, defective. I'll tell you a fun fact about me. I enjoy social drinking. I enjoy trying new cocktails. I enjoy mixology bars more than actual drinks simply because I find it fascinating how they get all these flavors out of random things. But I try not to drink because first of all, I'm live. I kind of want to pay attention because I now at least I do the review. But I don't really enjoy, you know, what I would really enjoy doing, eating something while watching the match. But I can't do that because I'm trying to be healthier. What I would enjoy though is to actually, so I had this thing when I used to watch UFC before I ever streamed. I would get a big bag of Doritos, get some sour cream and onion dip, and I would eat. That would be my meal for watching UFC early in the morning instead of breakfast. You told me you were thinking of going, Shanks. I don't believe you told me you have taken the job, but you definitely did tell me you had an opportunity to leave for sure. Although my ex isn't being a support system here, but I'm trying to see the brighter side. It's a learning journey for, of course, dude. You got to do it for yourself. I mean, listen, not to give you any anxiety, but if you wanted to go to Dubai, it would be a 2.5 hour flight. So this is a good first step. Good first step. Imagine I, as a kid, was flying and we were in Bahrain and I was watching a series of flight crash on National Geographic and my nana had flight next day and he became scared. I don't know if I'd recommend watching that on a plane, but yes. Wanted to share this with you because you gave me your years in that live and all the chat and your kind words played a big role in building up my faith and confidence. So thank you from folded hands. No folded hands necessary, dude. We're all friends here. If anyone has given you any confidence here, then that's awesome. And I'm glad you have done what you have done to take the steps ahead in time. Ball to all, I have not watched AEW today. So please do not tell me if it is regarding today's event. Small victories, exactly. According to me, if you go abroad for earning at least 12, at least a 12-year grind should be the plan before coming back. I think there's a lot of factors involved, Yappers, to be honest. The Gulf can be enjoyable for some, it can be terrible for others. My best friend, whose wedding I went for in February, his father, his late father, unfortunately, he's passed away. But his late father took him to Dubai, and he only could be there 2 years, dude. And I'll tell you one thing, this is his words, not mine. He was getting really good money, but he didn't want to be there. He told me after 6 months, I didn't want to be there. He said I had friends, I had money, I could do what I want. I didn't really have responsibilities because I lived on rent. Um, but he hated it. He came back, watched me while doing the gym. Hey man, efficiency, efficiency, Ashman. Down 28K Kuwaiti dinar initially, it was better, but something happened. Gave me independent accommodation and other perks and initial relocation amount of 500K. Listen, man, whatever. If listen, take the job. 28K, I assume this is monthly. Wait, that can't be. Is that monthly? Is that monthly? That's see if that's monthly, that's crazy money, Shanks, and I'm happy for you. So happy to you changed yourself. Yes, I have words triple captain. You do that to leader. That's brilliant. Listen, anybody that makes a foolish decision that allows me to pass them in the fantasy Premier League, no, I'll take it. Be ready, bro. Nothing's gonna happen. We are both playing terribly. I don't know what we'll be ready for, but let's see what happens. Nothing but beats a 40 rupees diet coke and a United cooking a team. Rarely happens, but still. On the UFC, who you got? Aspinall or no? Aspinall's gonna take him down and grind him out. Our good old boy, dude, from Wigan, Atherton, England, Tommy Aspinall. Never be afraid of in-laws to ask for help because I've had many people come out of this. Yep. Never be afraid to help. Tax free all of the salary. That's brilliant. 2 3 years max I would spend. I would recommend you to really think about what you're going to do with the money. No, no, just read the news. Read the news, then I will. I don't want any spoilers. Oh boy. Don't tell me he's already going to get kicked out. He just got there. Oh no, he has a 90-day non-compete clause. But that doesn't make any sense. They have released him. No, why would you have a non-compete clause? 2 days after his AEW return, winning the wrestle at the Crash promotion in Mexico. That match in Tijuana, Mexico, was the last time he stepped in a pro wrestling ring. He was scheduled to appear on a show in Atlanta October 26th, but was removed from the show. No reason was given for the match getting cancelled. Hmm. There's no clue about Andrade's whereabouts, who hasn't made an appearance on AEW since his return. Now, Fightful Select has reported Andrade is in good spirits. What does that mean? Even they don't have any insight into the reason for his absence. How do they know he's in good spirits? Did he post out a workout video with Charlotte? What does that even mean? There has been silence regarding his status in AEW. His time away isn't because of either AEW or Andrade. Report also noted Andrade, in fact, has signed a. So basically, it's a non compete clause. Bro, after you let a guy go, what? Why? Leave it, no. You've given him his walking papers, so leave it now. Now, what's the problem? People also, they're so annoying. Yeah. WWE is terrible. They sack people and still put a non compete clause on them. Still contracted WWE only as per reports and full mix up. Apparently, according to what I just read there on what is it called? Wrestling Inc. He has signed a new contract, but they have a 90-day non compete clause. Will be 3 years maximum. You watch anime? I do not anymore. Dude, the last one I watched was Naruto. Yearly. Still good, dude. That's still excellent. Astrals from my hometown couldn't be more proud of. He's a humble guy too, great role model. I thought he was from Atherton, dude. Didn't you say you're from Stockport? Isn't he like from Atherton, some kind of borough away from Wigan or something like that? I know that's all in the same area somewhere there. I think earning abroad is a subjective thing. Some people are okay and some people just can't adjust to both sides are right in their part. Yeah, but the thing is people leave to make that extra money. You know, yappers, that's the problem. Aru Singh, Andrade was on AEW. I saw that. I saw that episode where he attacks Kenny Omega. But apparently, I think it was a non. They have decided to use their non-compete clause. It's a little sad, but not surprising. Unfortunately, WWE still does that pointlessly. So it'll be more than what can I earn in the next 10 years, which I can save and quit in three. Definitely. You want a good football manga? Check Giant Killer. Excuse me. By the way, what are your thoughts on Cunha for us? We've seen Bruno as an inside forward last year, and now Cunha is playing there. Could you compare them? Because I think Bruno was better inside forward for us, not going to lie. Yeah, but dude, then you're setting me up for everyone just calling me a Bruno lover. Listen, man, I think at the end of the day, this guy is not going to change anything. If I had an option, I'd just play Mount. I just play Mount. He'll drop deep in the half spaces to help Casemiro and Bruno. Plus, he'll keep the short tight passes to Embuemo, Dogu, Bruno, Casemiro. So I just start Mount. I'd be honest. He's from Greater Manchester. Like, oh, fine. Greater Manchester area. That's right. Greater Manchester is actually massive. That is true. I am aware, Mustache. I am aware. I would say try sports anime. It's just completed Kurko no basketball and its peak. I mean, I want to play basketball after watching that show. Is our advantage that most Liverpool players are injured or disadvantage that we're going to play at Anfield? It's probably our disadvantage we're going to play at Anfield dude, because as Liverpool, if you remember, Liverpool did beat a bunch of with a bunch of kids, and Van Dijk did beat a Chelsea team in a cup final. So injuries don't necessarily mean we are going to win, but playing at Anfield definitely does not favor us at all. Bro, you just compare one of the best number 10 in the world to Cunha. It's not fair to him. No, but bro is asking, he's asking, what do you think he did in that position last season when he got the chance to play compared to Cunha? I think, you know what I think it is, Yappers? I think we're all trying to we're all hoping at least that Kobe Mainu is going to play the game. 007 curse will break on I don't think so, but I don't think any of the curses are breaking on Sunday. Don't you think it's foolish to call Liverpool our biggest rival? It's just similar to India's Pakistan. United are Pakistan. No, dude, I'll tell you why. See, we, normally we lose to Liverpool in a league setting, right? That is just 3 points. We did beat them in a knockout match in the FA Cup. So you could say we were the India in that Liverpool game. But the problem here is it doesn't matter who's India or Pakistan, because even Pakistan still can't win anything. Thanks. I feel violated. I feel like you set me up to say mean things that time. I have to say. Anime do you watch? Do you love Naruto? So Naruto is the last one I watched. The reason I watched it is because my best friend who was going, but he was born in Germany, came to Germany and I met him and we grew close and he used to talk about Naruto. And at that point of time, Naruto literally just started being aired on TV. Obviously, not the whole thing. As you know, in India, we don't do that. We never did that for Pokemon either, by the way. And then I just watched Naruto till the end, basically. Yeah. I do love Naruto. I mean, I guess I do love Naruto, yes. Bonjour, Matthew. ¿Cómo ça va? Thanks. Ask after this game. Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe. Surely having WWE outside America is because they will have lots of money from the Saudis. Yeah, but see, dude, it doesn't always end up having the same payoff as people think, because at the end of the day, America will always be WWE's bread and butter. They can go to the see, Aditya. I don't know how familiar you are with American geography, but there's a lot of times where they don't even go to the biggest city in that state, and they're still packed. You can't do that in many other. The only reason you can do it in France and all that is because they don't come there often enough. It would be really difficult to keep selling out shows the more often you go to a place. Especially, you will have to have it in specific venues only. You can't have it anywhere you like. In America, they can actually have it wherever they like. And I think that is the difference. It will shortly, they'll get an injection of money, but long term, it's always going to be America. T21, 2021 World Cup and CT17, same can be said. But yeah, but Shanks, did they win the thing? Did they win the thing? They beat us, that's fine. We won the thing after beating them. Cunha was great for Wolves, not gonna lie, but it was a whole Wolves team built around Cunha. Yeah, he was tracking back, but every player was fighting past the ball to Cunha, and the whole game was run by him. Also, you have to remember that he was a 1-1-10. He wasn't in a 2-10 system. That's another problem. I'm just being realistic. I mean, listen, man. I guess we'll find out what my thoughts are on the game when we get there. We'll start shortly now. We've gone on for a bit already. We'll start with the games. I think when it comes to driving and dribbling, Cunha has the edge, but Bruno is man. He can do anything. But I would rather have Cunha coming off the bench last 30 minutes to attack. You know, I think there's something to be said about if the game is close to use Cunha space. Especially he'll be on the side. I believe he'll be on the side of Konate. There's something we could do something about that. That could benefit us. In United, we are more focused on right side attack. I've seen many times we don't use our left side. That is true, that much. So when Cunha gets the ball, he gets desperate and shoots from shite positions. Not gonna lie. Yeah, so far he has done that. That is true. That is true. Shanks is a favorite character. Is a famous character of One Piece. अमरम से मिलने के लिए excited हूँ मैं मैनचेस्टर डर्बी के time. Okay, Pep. No, surely WrestleMania at least. Yeah, but I think they'll gauge it. They'll do it once. They'll humor him once, and I think they'll humor Turkey once. They'll see the what do you call it, the engagements, and then we'll figure out what it is. Because their engagements will definitely be affected for sure, just because of the time difference. Hello, Jugal. Long time. Yes. Shanks is not famous. He's a celebrity of One Piece. Okay. Yes, in CT17, they defeated us in the finals. Out of topic, Chris Jericho posted in 2012 return on the WWE return on series. That's interesting. Liverpool is better, Nathan. We are 5-6 years behind them. Maybe. Hope springs eternal, indeed. But yes, it's a long shot at this point. I'm actually beyond that behind our Liverpool in terms of competition wins and trophy. Actually, we have more wins in head to head, and we are only one trophy behind. So we're not Pakistan trophy. Dude, we beat them 3 times in the Asia Cup. I can't tell you how funny that is to me personally. But yeah, at least we have better left wing back. United will attack from the right unless we have a better left wing back. Yeah, that's a good point. According to you, what position needs a better upgrade? Left wing back or right wing back? Think of all the options we've got. Definitely left wing back. Right wing back, we're sorted. Have the predictions start? They're about to start, Johnny Walker. Thank you for letting us know. Hello, Jabba. CBA cricket matches, WWE matches. I don't mind Australian time at least. Australian time is great. London time is great. London Saudi time is going to be great, but I mean the engagements overall, right? Like what number of people are going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch it, right? So that is the problem. The timings will be fine. I just feel like they are going to do the WrestleMania, see the engagement. If the engagement's not as good as having it in America, I don't think it's going to happen again. You can start karo, so eager to hear. Yes, let's go. All right, we'll start off with the early kickoff, and one of the watch-alongs we are going to do, if people have seen my post at least, which is Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. Early kickoff, 5 o'clock Indian time. There you can see 5 o'clock. As you can see, defined Postecoglou relishing the fight ahead of Crunch Chelsea clash. Sure, he is. Whatever that means. God, I tell you, these people write any rubbish. Can you see? Okay, hold on. You can't see the whole lineup. You know what? You'll have to go with that for now. This one you can see the whole thing. I believe yes, you can. So the predicted lineup, according to Footmob, will be Nico Williams, Morato, Milinkovic, Cunha, Anderson, Yates, Savona, Gibbs White, Dan Endoy, Chris Wood. Sells in goal. Chelsea will be Pedro, Fernandez, Garnacho apparently. Neto, Gusto in the midfield, which is interesting. Caicedo, James, Achiampong, Badiashile Cucurella, and obviously that absolute donkey in goal, Sanchez. Let's see. Wait, who is injured? Wow. God, Chelsea has so many injured players. Delap, Esugo, Palmer, Santos, Fofana, Dawson, Colwell. James apparently might be doubtful. Achiampong might be doubtful. Interesting. Fernandez might be doubtful as well. Wow, okay, this is interesting. Maresca is got a red card by the in the last game, so he's going to he'll have a touchline ban. What they got? They got Giu, Gittins, Buonanotte, Estevão, Lavia. I don't even know who this kid is. Landon Emanalo, Jorel Hato, Gabriel Slolin. Oh boy, they better hope some of the players come back. Who do they have injured? Ola Aina, Alexander Zinchenko, who didn't make any difference anyway, and Douglas Luiz. Early January, Ola Aina. God, this is going to be a tough game, man. It's going to be a tough game. What do you guys think? Chelsea? Chelsea. Oh, ooh, voice crack. In the drought years, they had Champions League. They didn't win the league, but they won Champions. That is true. That's my point. But all I'm seeing that United want a midfielder and right wing back, man. Dogu's literally the only option you have left wing. But let's be honest, his defensive positioning is horrendous. And Diego Leon, LOL. Yeah, but it's the whole we don't like Dallo thing, isn't it, bro? That's why it's happening. Easy win for Chelsea. Wow. 2-0. Shanks has already given his prediction for the last match. He got Brighton away hard game indeed. Chelsea 3-1. They shouldn't have sacked Poch. Wait, who shouldn't have sacked Poch? They shouldn't have sacked Nuno, you mean? Right? Forest 1, Chelsea 1. Interesting. Dell laptop. I think Ange will get sacked if he loses. Sanchez. I was wondering if Rajiv was going to show up in time for this. I really want this Chelsea game to draw. That's interesting. Why do you want the draw? Maresca does have a touchline ban, yes. We'll get news on some players tomorrow. Most probably Fofana will be back. Badiashile, Dawson as well. Mostly doubtful about Palmer. I mean, listen, dude. Honestly, even if most of those players don't come back, I think you'll still have a good chance. To be honest, I don't know why, but after sacking Nuno, Forrester lost all. Dell, it's very simple. It's very simple. I'll explain it to you. Nuno was a better coach, a better all-round coach. That's that. They haven't lost anything. Marinakis thought he was going to pull a G move, and it ended up being a D move. This will be a tricky game, Nathan. Ange's job is on the line. Bro, Ange's job was on the line last year. He survived 22 losses. You know, my bad. Yes. 3-2 Forest wins. Interesting. Hope João Pedro scores for my FPL. It's actually a good shout. I also hope he scores for my FPL. All right. So put in your predictions, guys, before we move on to the next one. As you can see there, but we got some interesting things. Top scorers Enzo Fernandez, which is can't lie, is a little weird, but it's true. He's got 3 goals and 1 assist so far in 7 games. Chris Wood's only got 2 goals. Very slow start this season. Very slow start. What are the odds? 3.5. 3.5 underdog. 2-1, almost 2-1 favorites. Yeah, sounds about right to me at least. 3-1 underdog sounds about right to me. I'm yet to update my FL. Well, you still have till Saturday 3:30 to do so. So fair enough. 1-1. Come on, man. I'm good, Kartikeya. How are you? I think Forest beats Chelsea tomorrow. Chelsea does this. It's in their DNA. Yeah, but they got Ange, dude. 3-0 Chelsea. 1-1 draw. Let's see. Okay. Let's see the lineup again before I make my pick. Yeah, Pedro Neto missed a sitter from Fernandez that day. Fernandez put what a cross to him. He didn't even. Anyway, that was on the other side, though. I think he was on the left hand side that in the game that day. I'll go 2-0 Chelsea. If Garnacho starts, I think Garnacho scores. I'll go 2-0 Chelsea. Why not? Yeah. We only got one round in this life. Let's not overthink it. And here comes the big one. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Newcastle United. Gordon acknowledges Newcastle form must improve to seal World Cup spot. By the way, fantastic goal by Anthony Gordon. I don't know if you guys watched the highlights. I don't know why y'all would. They played Latvia, but if you did watch the highlights, it was a fantastic goal by Anthony Gordon. 2-1 Red Sea. Red Sea. I want to draw because I want Chelsea to drop points, nothing else. Fair enough. I'm playing it safe, Nathan. It's an early kickoff. Oh, what have you become? You've become Rajiv Klopp or what, dude? What's happening here? You've become a Liverpool fan suddenly now with the early kickoff jinx. So happy we play Norths after 2 game weeks. The revenge is coming for Big Ange. Bro, if we can't beat Nottingham Forest after going 4-0 against Spurs last year, it's gonna be tough. No. Either it's 1-0 or 4-0 for Chelsea. Fair enough. All right, we'll move into the new one. So I don't know. Like I said, guys, Anthony Gordon played really well for England, but as he has basically addressed here, that his form's going to have to improve if he wants to actually go to America. Which I think that's what people say when they try not to sound too confident. Fair enough to him, but I think he is pretty much going at the current rate. Let's look through injuries first before we see the lineup. Ramsey, hard luck, man. Hard luck. Hard luck. I thought it was a big mistake Aston Villa selling him. Ramsey injured, Lewis Hall injured till mid-November, Lewis Miley calf injury, Tino Livramento December 2025, Johan Wieser, God knows if we'll ever see him at this rate. They're saying early November, but let's see. And they've got Webster, who's the centre back, Veltman, who's the centre back, Hinchelwood, I believe he's a full back. Mitoma could miss the game. Solly March feels like I've not seen Solly March play in ages. Not really worried about that one in particular. Brighton have scored 13 goals in their last 5 matches. Have been awarded the most penalties this season. It's an interesting stat. Haven't lost to Newcastle in their last 5 meetings. Oh boy, I think this is where the people might drop points, but I've scored 11 goals in the last 5 matches. I've kept the most clean sheets in the competition. Jacob Murphy has had the most shots on target per match for Newcastle United, 1.4. Team form, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. 2 draws, 2 wins, 1 loss. Both have 1 loss in the last 5 matches. What do they got? Verbruggen. Oh my God, what a nightmare last season. That Chelsea match gives me nightmares. Him and Sanchez doing God knows what to each other. Mats Wiefer, Jean-Paul Van Hecker, Lewis Dunk, Ferdi Kadioglu, Ayari, Baleba, who's laid 7 eggs in a row. Yankuba Minte, who's been playing wonderfully actually for Brighton. Gomez, Kruder, I believe he scored in the last game too, didn't he? And obviously the old warhorse, Danny Welbeck, still going strong. And we've got Pope Trippier, Malik Thiaw. Hey, they got Malik Thiaw, dude. Never forget. Malik Thiaw chose Newcastle. Sven Botman, Dan Burn, Joe Linton, Tonali, Guimaraes. Oh, my guy Elanga, Anthony Gordon, and Mr. Boltamada. Let's see some insights. Any insight? Oh, we read the insights, obviously. We got Boltamada 3 goals, Welbeck to 2. I think Boltamada has played really well so far. I can't lie. I've been quite pleasantly surprised that he is basically Not taking too much time to get used to it so far. He seems to be all playing all right as it stands. Let's see how the what happens the whole season. Obviously, England without Man United's inclusion should win the World Cup. Yeah, you think so, dude. But I mean, if I'm being very honest with you, without Manchester United players in the last international break, they lost to subpar teams. I think 2-1 Newcastle, 2-1 wow, 2-1 Newcastle. That's 3-2-1s. 2-2 Brighton, Newcastle. Do you like FootMob or SofaScore to view data? Charles, to be very honest with you, I like what do you call it? The interface more, but if I'm being honest with you, I quite like SofaScore better. Also, I like SofaScore is because I can just use that to keep track of the MMA that I can't watch here. So, like if the timings are bad for the MMA shows, I can watch that. Oh, I can keep in touch cricket, cricket. What else? Other sports, basically. I prefer that, but I do like this little foot mob interface. I can't lie. I do enjoy it. Brighton is my dark horse for this year's PL. What? What do you mean to win it, or to get to European spots? You mean 4-1 Newcastle? Of course, the Newcastle United fans says 4-1. I like the confidence. Newcastle Volta made a Wolf scores. Brighton Newcastle has to be Brighton home 2-1. Hello, Nitesh. Well, even Mahatma Gandhi did say never back the early kick. Alderweireld is showing 75% chances of playing and Foster also on 75% chance. Should I take them out? Depend on who your forwards are, dude. I take out Foster. Take out Foster, depending on who your forwards are. Walter Madeinho. It almost sounds Portuguese. I don't know why they're glazing Verbruggen like prime Buffon or something. I don't know who's glazing Verbruggen, dude. I wanted to cry when I saw that Chelsea game. I wasn't even a Chelsea or a Brighton fan. I got nightmares watching them goalkeep. So first score is biased. Interesting. Baliba ghosting after just being linked with us. The curse is real, Nathan. Yappers, honestly, it's frightening how his form has just dipped. And people are saying we should still buy him. How big is UFC in India? It's growing your mustache. Unfortunately, the timings of the event do not help the matter. Uh, I think it's bigger than it's ever been, but I do remember like when I first started watching it, people had no clue what I'm talking about. They thought I was a weird person, but then ever since we have signed the deal to a national a television channel here that is very very popular in ten sports, I think that's when it really really grew. So I think it's decent. Could we fill an arena if the right matchups come here? If they don't price it the way they price it in America right now, which it's really expensive right now, mustache. UFC tickets are really expensive on average. If they don't price it like that, I think we could fill a 10,000 person arena. I think we could fill one of those, those cute little arenas they have all over England that don't necessarily that host indoor sports or concerts. I think we could do one of those. I think we could. It is very price dependent, not it's not dependent on people. People will definitely come, but it would depend on the price. And of course the city in which it's hosting. A more central city would, these strategic things would help uh, ensure that the event would be watched live. 3-2 Brighton, Welbeck brace. He wants to show his frustration to Brighton's management, or maybe he's helping us by dropping his value. Jugal, I'm telling you right now, a lot of people have said that, but it's a little frightening, dude, because a lot of people think that he can't handle the pressure after being linked. If he can't handle the pressure after being linked, how is he going to play afterwards? Because I don't think they're going to drop it by a lot. I don't think they're going to drop it by a lot to get a European spot. Fair enough. You have to be right, or else we are cooked beyond repair. Seriously, dude. If we spend 100 million on him and he lays an egg every week, we are in real trouble. John Jones return ho gaya kya? I don't think so, dude. If he is, he's only going to come for that White House card in mid June, I believe. Mid June. Mid June. If Verbruggen is glazed, then by there is manual region. Is there any chance United sign Baliba in winter? No chance. Not if they're going to say 80 million. No chance. If there's anyone available for 40 to 50 million, I think there might be a chance because we spent 30 million on Dogu. That's what I think. I'm calling it a 9 goal thriller this weekend football. Okay, so I'll make my pick before we move on to the next. You know what? I have a feeling the people in the chat are right. I feel the majority, I should say, of the people are right in the chat. I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle as well. I think Newcastle will edge them. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. Normally, I would pick Brighton, but something about it. So Wharton's also linked with us, but he's performing. So does it mean he'll not be joining United? Well, apparently he's linked to Liverpool, so that might actually be the case. Newcastle have had it rough. Just 1 out of 7 last 7 times. Yeah, we read that. Last 7 times he played Brighton. 5 times I read 3 wins, 1 in the last 7. Fine. Yeah. They have not won any in the last 5, apparently. 3 losses and 2 draws. I've seen enough. Apparently, Brighton doesn't want to sell Baliba in winter, so F it. Let's go for Wharton. It's really good deal for a PL proven midfielder because in summer we'll need to compete. That's a nice thought, bro. But are the management thinking that way? Crystal Palace will suck us dry out of our money for Wharton at this rate. White House car, the goat will be back. McGregor allegedly. United can go for Lamine Kamara for around 40 to 50 million. Is that euros or pounds? I don't know. I don't know if you're willing to pay pounds for Lamine Kamara, Abhiman, because quite honestly, we have not even been linked. Be a great market for the UFC. UFC, I agree. The time issue is a problem. You just need one big Indian fighter, and it gets going though. So currently, we have 2 Indian fighters. Anshul Jobli, who's unfortunately has a losing record. But we have Pooja Tomar, who's a woman. I think she's 1-1 in the UFC. She could have been 2, but she gassed out, unfortunately. So did Anshul, actually. Anshul also gassed out in one of his matches, and then in the third round, he got finished. Uh, but the thing is, they don't fight frequently enough, so it's a bit of a problem. In fact, Mustache, since you're talking about UFC, and we will get to the next one, guys. Sorry for sidetracking, but when Anshul and Pooja fight, they actually televise the whole card. Normally, they only televise the main card in India. So when Anshul and Pooja were fighting in the prelims in the preliminary card, they actually showed us the whole event because their fight was lower down, and they were catering to the Indian audience. So they actually ended up showing the whole card because there was an Indian on it. I don't know if that is India doing it or the UFC doing it for us. I have a feeling it is India doing it because how come they had the rights to show the match only when the Indian fighters were on? So I think they do it because I think UFC goes on for like 7 hours and they want to obviously put other things on their timer, on their timeline for their channel. So I think they only show us the main cards here, unfortunately for us. There's to be some kind of punishment if Nathan gets most of the predictions wrong. He has to eat something spicy or has to watch United post-match press conference. Oh my god. I think the spicy one sounds better. We have to sign one midfielder, fix our issues in this winter. Realistically, who would you go for? Realistically, in this winter? Realistically is a real tough one, dude, because everyone that we'd want would cost money and we don't have money. I think they would come if we had the money, but we just don't have the money they're going to ask for. There were links to Jimmy Garner. My God, if good old Jimmy comes back, this will be brilliant. I would say I would take Jimmy Garner right now. He's definitely not worse than Ugarte. Let's be honest. He was probably never worse than Ugarte. We had to sell him. We had no choice. I would take back Jimmy Garner. There's a alleged chance that he could be interested in coming back, or as I like to call him, Jimmy. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking Jimmy Garner back. James Garner. Kamara can be a backup, but I doubt his ability to start for us regular. The problem is we are not even linked to him, Yapper. So the paying 40, 50 million for a substitute, I don't think these owners are even on that, to be honest. Ekitike better than Isaac. I agree. And I said that to every Liverpool fan and fan channel that has invited me on so far. He's definitely more malleable. Sounds good. Sounds good. Will United go for one more goalkeeper? Do you trust buying their second choice goalkeeper? No, no, no. We are going to go for another goalkeeper. It's said today. Eat a spicy Pizza Hut slice with red chili peppers on it if he gets his prediction wrong. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. On hindsight, spicy things is leaving him off easily. He needs to watch a whole Atletico match just to make him watch Simeone. I'm already going to do that. Spoiler alert. We are probably going to watch the Arsenal match. So yeah, that can be my punishment. If I get the majority predictions wrong, I'll take it. Take it. Gosh. Simeone. God help me. Realistically, we can push for Gallagher on loan option. Oh, sorry. That is a realistic one as well. Gallagher apparently does want to come back to England. That's a good point. But I won't mind it, not gonna lie, seem like a good fix. And if it works out for us, good enough to have him in United. Gala dog, as people like to call him. Probably both. UFC want that 1.4 billion people market worth giving some free playing India. Yeah, but I feel like if our sport company has already bought the rights, then surely they can show it to us every week. I'm sure they don't want to do 7 hours of straight UFC, man, because they can't get their ads in because it's live. They put a pre-recorded television, when there's live events around the live event, so they get their ad revenue in, obviously. Bro, Kamara starts over both Menu, Bruno, and Agate all day in that double pair. No, Abhiman, you're not getting what I'm saying. Even if that is the case, we are not even linked to him. There's not even been a whisper of Lamine Kamara. So to buy him for 40 to 50 million without even having a link to him prior is something, unfortunately, our club is not really capable of. I'm not expecting anything from the United against Liverpool match. Fair enough. Ekitike should have been ours, man. He's a diehard United fan. Alex Pereira कैसा fighter लगता है आपको? I think he's a very aggressive, brilliant stand-up fighter who can definitely defend and wrestle. That's all I'll say. I didn't think he could wrestle defend, but he can definitely wrestle defend now. He stuffed Ankalaev's 13 takedowns in 2 fights. Good enough for me. Ankalaev's probably the best wrestler in the top 10 right now in the light heavyweight division. They're not very wrestle heavy, that division. So if you can stop Ankalaev takedowns, you can probably stop everybody's takedowns. Apparently, Nick Woltemade scores after coming from foreign league, but Isaac needs to be. Oh, no, let's not do that, dude. Let's see what happens. It's so obvious whether all these big sport companies look at India as a lucrative market. FIFA, NBA, UFC, WWE. It's about one Indian UFC champion, one World Cup qualifier, one Indian baller, and NBA. They'll go gaga. Disappointment. Chelega kya next? I think they're going to go Ekitike. And unfortunately, I'm more worried if they go Ekitike. They need to have that special camera on Simeone on the coach और पूरे मैच बस नेतन को वही दिखाना है. Alex, while standing the B-board on the mat, he loses. He's why on the mat he loses, but unfortunately, there's no one to currently take him to the mats, and that is why I think he's just going to move to heavyweight in the end. He's going to start a pivot of Bruno Nugate. Oh my god, I think we're all going to cry if that happens. Man, we should push for some loan deals in winter and not panic by like throwing off money for Baleva. Better go for a good loan option, man, for a temporary fix and not fondle under pressure. Like Savitz, that's a great point. Hate watching Arsenal, definitely in your list of hobbies. There's always a chance they'll lose. Anyway, there, guys, we'll move on. I'm going to say, I already said it, 2-1 Newcastle. Should we do Burnley Leeds? I don't think we need to summarize that. Come on, give me your Burnley Leeds one just for fun. Let's do it quickly. Turf Moor. Damn, Turf Moor fits 22,000 people in it. I didn't think that many people were in Turf Moor. That's interesting. I like how they went surface grass. Thanks. Oh, do they not have such? Wow, they don't have any injuries. Oh, they do. Sorry. Connor Roberts, Jaden Anthony is injured. Foster injured. Zeki Amduni injured. Oh boy, a good old Daniel James injured. Lucas Perry, Billy Ganonto. I don't know, man. Jaden Anthony is important for Burnley's success here. He is. I'm gonna say Leeds is gonna win, man. Come on, dirty Leeds, 2-1 Leeds. Will you stream Haram Dhabi? No, probably not. No. And according to you, who's the goat of UFC? His name is Georges Saint Pierre. George Saint Pierre from Isidore, San Isidore, Quebec, Canada, fighting out of Montreal under the TriStar gym of Firas Zahabi. That's his head coach. See, this is how long I've been watching. I think GSP retired like 8 years ago. 2-0 Burnley, pure Leeds hate. No, dude, we can't do it like that. Don't forget bloody Burnley yappers. 2-1 Leeds. Tangent, but KFC or Popeyes? Well, we don't have Popeyes in Goa Blanco, so I have to go KFC. Leeds for the win. Wow. I think you know what, yappers. I think remember I told you Jaden Anthony and what's that other guy? The guy that gave me nightmares. Josh, no, something. Yeah, Josh Cullen. They both ended up scoring against us. And I think they are both really pivotal to the success of Burnley. If Jaden Anthony misses, I'm going to favor Leeds. I have to be honest. The way Arsenal Atleti has been pitched, Athletic Ida and Asiba, I think the match will be quite the opposite one. Well, then it's good for me, dude, because we probably are going to watch it. So, will Licha be back soon after the next international break? They've unfortunately came a little bit late, and the goat is George St. Pierre, at least for me. Yeah, I agree. George Rush St. Pierre. So we're going. Most of us are going Leeds win, except Yapos. To be fair to him, he did say out of pure Leeds hate. So, oh, this is going to be a fun game, guys. I don't know about you people, but this one's going to be a fun one. This one is going to be a fun one for me. I'm probably going to sit back and watch it because I'm only doing one match watch along on Saturday and Sunday. Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. This is going to be fun. Is Semenyo going to ball out again? Again, I should say. Or is Crystal Palace's Glasner going to do some magic? Slight favorite, man. Interesting. Bournemouth slight favorite. At Sellers Park. Wow. Wow, people are really rating Bournemouth this season, huh? That's interesting. As you can see here, Ismail Assar, 3 goals, 1 assist, and of course, Antoine Semenyo with 6 goals and 3 assists, 7 matches. 4 GA in 5 matches for Ismail Assar, 9 GA in 7 matches for Antoine Semenyo. As you can see there, hasn't lost in the last 5 games. 1 loss in the last 5 games, which I think is the latest game actually. So they are coming off. They are coming off on a loss. Glasner finally, Crystal Palace's Glasner did lose finally after like 20 games. To be fair, I think it was an extra time goal by Grealish, if I remember correctly. Let me just check. Extra time goal by Grealish and Iliman Ninjai penalty before that. 14-minute comeback to destroy Glasner's undefeated streak. What do you guys think? Crystal Palace, Bournemouth. Yeah, Abhijit. Hello. Bournemouth 3-2 goal fest. And I watched Kabir fighting. What is this? And I watched Kabir fighting, only watched the in series. Can you tell how good he was? He was fantastic in wrestling, controlling, and ground and pound. It was relentless pressure. His striking wasn't so good. So he would do his best to wrestle box you into a corner. He would try to shoot a double leg against the cage. He would drag you into the ground by pulling your legs underneath you, and then there was this thing where he would push you against the cage. He would wrap his legs around your legs, kind of chest up, and start punching down on him. It was called a leg lace, and then he would do something called a Dagestani handcuff, which is basically he takes this hand, tries to go around your back, and pulls this hand behind. So you kind of stop this this hand, because your hand's going over him, and the other hand is blocked, and he would just wail punches on you. He tried to do that. It's called a Dagestani handcuff. Um, he was limited, but he was elite. So his limitations were never ever seen because he ended up being undefeated, 29-0. Semenyo, my FPL goat. I think Semenyo is all our FPL's goat at the moment. I don't give a F who's winning. Chelsea is losing for sure. Oof. Where's all this aggression come out from Destroyer? So he came out of nowhere with a bomb. 3-2 Bournemouth just for tactical genius and Semenyo magic. Fair enough. 4-2 Cherry. Wow, everyone's picking Bournemouth in the chat. They think Glasner's gonna go on a slide now. Wow, two in a row after no loss in 20. Here we go again. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Mostly draw Crystal Palace, a narrow win. Crystal Palace got good defense and the manager knows how to execute his tactics. So yeah, back three could give you a pretty good defensive side. Was Kabhi undefeated in UFC career? Kabhi was undefeated period, 29-0 in the overall, and I believe he was, I want to say 8-0. No, 11-0 in the UFC. Bournemouth, another Bournemouth win. Wow. GSP was incredible. My goat is Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. Both of those had a terrible relationship with Dana and got a bad rap for that, especially Demetrius. Exchanged for best Ben Askren FFS. Yeah, but that at that point of time, the flyweight division was really doing bad. Mustache. The flyweight division is significantly better now. Significantly better. It's just bad timing, bad place, bad timing. Stick to topic. Challenge impossible. I mean, to be fair, I'm just trying to answer everyone here. But yes, first goal against Fulham shows he can do. He can go wrong dribbling past everyone. Everyone shoots at an unimaginable angle. Right? Okay, got it. Most underrated thing about Khabib is getting out of pressure situation and holds where people give up just like that fight against poor opposition. I don't know, man. These dark blue pieces. Why he's got more? He's suddenly gotten more aggressive. I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw, to be honest. But I think it will be a goal scoring fest. I think it'll be fun. All right, and here we go. The Grealish derby. Super Saturday has decent games, to be fair, man. Decent games. Manchester City versus Everton, guys. Guardiola urges step-by-step improvements as City grow close to their best. Sure. Let's go with that. Let's let's go with that. Close to the best. Let's see what the lineups are. O'Reilly, Guardiola, Diaz, Nunes, Donnarumma, Savinho, Foden, Rodri, Reinders, Bob, Holland, Pickford, O'Brien, Tarkovsky, Keane, Mikolenko. Oh, look at my guy. Look at my guy. Jimmy Garner. Look at him. James, as he's like to be called. Let's see this. Chance created 51%. What? Really? Defensive contribution 72%. Stats compared to other midfielders. He's 72 percentile. 55 percentile shots attempts. 26 percentile goals. Am I reading this wrong or should I be really shocked? He's only 24 years old. Damn. Plays left back even. Oh, my God. Dogu's going to go even further behind if we get him. 1 goal, 1 assist, 7 started, 7 matches, 2 yellow cards, 630 minutes played. I believe that's the same amount as Luke Shaw and Fernandes. Wow, he's basically played all the matches. Yeah, he has played all the matches. Damn, he's played all the matches. 6.8 is his lowest out of 10. That's. Come on, Jimmy, come back home, please. We'll take it. Look at this guy, Tyler Dibbling, that idiot Russell Martin who got sacked again in months. In months, he got sacked at Rangers. 50 million wouldn't be enough for Tyler Dibbling's left leg, apparently. Yeah, right. Nonsense. Idris again, Manenjai, Grealish, Dibbling, Barry. That's the lineup, guys. What are the injuries? Any bad injuries? I think Grealish suspended. Keane, Branthwaite, Rodri. This is definitely not a bit outdated, but fine. Haaland, 9 goals in 7 matches with 1 assist. Enjoy 3 goals, 1 assist in 7 matches. What do you think, guys? Man City? Man City, Everton? Her name is Isabel comes in. Chelsea leaves, period. Blonde Barbie scores one. 2-0 City. 1-0 for Everton. Grealish scores at 89 minutes. The only UFC match I saw was McGregor Khabib because of the hype. Interesting. I've become calm destroyer, the destroyer of worlds. Just like polyglots, Nathan's a polyglot of entertainment business. That's why Nathan's suffering from too much knowledge in every sports field. Hello, Sachin. I'm good, Sachin. How are you? Do you think Lenny Yoro is that deserving enough from last season's performance to be included in this year's Golden Boy list? I think if you have the ability to separate individual performances from team deficiencies, then yes. If you believe that a team, a team, a player should be put in these positions because he does help the team achieve things, then no. But if you're just talking about individuality, then yes. Just as a player, as his own performances, then yeah, I think it's fair. He's obviously not going to win it, but it's fair to be on the list. Martel will still scam a job somewhere, don't you worry. Bro, that guy, man. How did he manage to bungle a Rangers job, dude? Steven Gerrard won a treble there, dude, or something like that, if I remember correctly. Cakewalk for City. Grealish's haircut should be suspended. Cakewalk for City. Okay, guys, put your predictions in so we can move on to the next one. Everton 2-0. Beuda brace on Pep's face with Messi celebration against Van Hal type. When will Licha come back? Probably the game before the November break, I think, Blanco bin. If he's just training on grass now, he won't be fit for at least 2 weeks for sure. Some time ago, Everton rated this fellow to be a 100 million player. Now nobody is even bidding for him. Transfer market is a funny place. Jack realized he's better without Rose. Pitch to pitch, 3-1 to City. Better without Rose. That's a good one. 50 million wasn't enough for Dibling's left foot, but 3 months were enough for him to get sacked by the mighty Rangers. Unfortunately. Oh, Grealish can't. They didn't sell Grealish, right? Grealish is on loan. Oh, wow. Grealish can't even play this game. 3-0. 3-0 to City. 3-0 to City. Expecting a 1-1 draw. Really? That's interesting. 3-0 to City, I'll go. Sunderland, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Oh my God, Wolverhampton Wanderers, bro. Like, let's see this here. Look how depressing this is. They finally got points on the board at least, but they still don't have a win. I think they're the only team in the 7 tiers of England that don't have a win still. It's so sad. I can't even explain it. They still don't have a win. Oh, that's rough, man. Sunderland are ninth. They're basically seven, to be fair. They're probably going to stay. They probably could. Oh, they're probably going to win this match, aren't they? Sunderland are going to win this match. Let's not fool around. What is it? Masuaku, Alderete, Mukiele, Hume, Xhaka, Sadiki, Adingra, Enzo Lafay, Traore, who used to play for Aston Villa, Wilson Isidore, Roofs in goal. Sam Johnstone, I don't know how is he still a goalkeeper. Isn't he like almost 40 now? Chachua, that's an interesting name. Hugo Bueno, Santiago Bueno, Crechi, Gomes, Andre Arias, Munetsi, Huang Hichan, Strand Larsen. Absolutely waste of time here because I think Sunderland are going to beat them. Totti, Doherty, Gonzalez injured. Yo, God, they have a lot of injuries. Some of them to their first starting 11 players. Alderete, Sadiki. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy, man. This guy gives me. This guy is gonna be. I think he's gonna be a very good goal, very good defender, man. He really is gonna be a very good. What is he? He's played 5 matches. He started two. He's had one goal. No yellow cards. That's impressive. What's he got? Uh, Wait, what is this? All? Why am I seeing all leagues? What is this? 53, 15, 53, 9, 90, 90, 90, 68. I mean, he's played some games, 100% aerial duels, won, 98% defensive contributions. I mean, he's going to be good. He's going to be good. It's a matter of time. Can't believe Jose Sa's on the bench and they're playing Johnstone. What is your thoughts? 2-0 Sunderland, I assume. Wolves win their first game. 2-0. Interesting. Players allowed in cup match on loan, not allowed in cup matches, but are allowed in league. I thought they're just not allowed pitch to pitch. Isn't Grealish leading assists in the PL right now? He's doing well. He is, but I don't think he can play this game. 1-0 Everton. Imagine Rangers fans having more standards than United. Expecting a 1-1 draw. Okay. So where are we? I pray to all gods in existence for Grealish Pep's sideline rage, resulting in Grealish spiking Pep's bald head and Pep's. Has the rule changed? Can they play in the league and not in the cups? But I want to see Jared Bowen and Anthony Gordon in United colours one day. I don't see that happening, Ishan, to be honest, especially if we are going to play this formation. Johnny Walker is saying, no, they are not allowed to play in the league as well as their parent club, as well against. Okay, so he's not going to play. Yeah. I'm still saying 3-0 City. 2-0 Wolves, Aditya is saying. Wolves. Anyone wants to make a prediction before we go to the next one? I'm going to say Sunderland's going to win 2-0. 2-0. Then we go to the late game. Fulham versus Arsenal. Thoughts, people? Fulham versus Arsenal. Head to head is 10 wins, 10-2 wins, 6 draws. Arsenal have won 1. Okay, hold on a minute. Fulham won 1, draw 1. So they're 1-1-1 in the last 3. Okay. We can work with this. What is this? 1. No way. 5.5 underdog. 5.5 underdog Fulham. Don't really rate it, do they? Don't really rate it. Fulham away will be a tricky fixture. Fulham 5-0 Arsenal. Raya 3 own goals masterclass. Arsenal win 3-1 will be very close game until the end. They are coming off back-to-back losses though, man, Fulham. Back-to-back losses. Arsenal beat the mighty Port Vale, dude. Can't forget that. Let's see. Gyökeres 3 goals in 7 games. Alex Iwobi 1 goal and 2 assists in 7 games. Fulham Arsenal, guys. Fulham Arsenal. Thoughts? Opinions? Control 2-0, in my opinion, for the Gunners. LFG. I think Fulham's going to pull this off. Really? What is MU Spider-Man doing it right back? Doing it West Ham? Let us check. He's not doing really well, to be honest, but we can. I mean, where is that game? Where is that game? We didn't cover West Ham yet, right? We'll have a look at West Ham. We'll have a look at West Ham. We'll get there. There's only 2 more games left. Easy for Arsenal, says Dell Laptop. I think Fulham going to pull this off. Arsenal versus Arsenal B anyways. And by the way, Nathan, your thoughts on us versus Florian Squirt's team? We are going to get that destroyer. 2 games left. Coach of Fulham seems to be frustrated every match, but to be honest, they were unlucky with 2 VAR decisions. Yep, that would explain why he would be frustrated, I suppose. Manoj is here. Hi, brother. Come on, predictions, Manoj. Come on, Fulham, Arsenal. Something's here. This may be too much of a blunt instrument to understand, but arrogance and self-awareness seldom go hand in hand. Casino Royale. Nathan, what happened to Carnage, which we, the Venom, gave birth to? Oh, they're still in the Carabao Cup, dude. They're going to be playing a Premier League opposition again. Don't forget, Arsenal is in good form. Oh, I haven't forgotten. I think Arsenal's going to win. Marco Silva is a great manager, and I think will pull off against us. So Ishan is definitely saying they'll win. Ishan has doubled down on the fact that he thinks Arsenal will lose. What else? What else? 3-1 Arsenal. 2-0 says Rando. Fulham 5-0 says Destroyer. Of course, he is joking, but he definitely doesn't want Arsenal to win. I'm back, man. Let's go. GGME for the win. Gaurav, hopefully your friend is much better now. Um, I'm going to say, oh, man, these odds are putting me off here. Um, I'll say 1-0 Arsenal. I don't know, man. 1-0 Arsenal. Oh, the omen is kicking the crap out of me. I'm gonna say 1-0 to Arsenal, but it'll be dominant. They just won't finish. Tottenham versus Aston Villa. Tottenham versus Aston Villa, guys. Thoughts, opinions. Thoughts, opinions. That no losses for a team form in the last 5 games for both. Wow. Good evenings back. 4 wins in a row. Two in Europe. Good evenings back. The Bodo Glimt draw, Wolves draw, which was a shocker. They were losing that game, if I remember correctly. Tottenham Hotspur, Doncaster 3-0, Brighton, Tottenham 2-2, Leeds United, Spurs 2-1. What do you think, guys? Spurs, Aston Villa. Villa 2-1. I'm taking a bid on Villa. Interesting. 3-1, probably Arsenal. Yeah, now he is better than before, focusing on his goal. How was your day? My day was great. Can't complain. What's an upset you're expecting this match week? We will get to that. That's a great question, pitch to pitch. We'll get through that just now. There's just 2 games left. Deflecting Van der Sar and Allison Van der Sar. No need to deflect. When Allison can do it at 40 years old, we'll talk. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's fair. When he does it till 40, we'll talk for sure. Allison's a great goalkeeper. There's no doubt about it. Villa 2-1. Yeah, now he is better than before, focusing on his goals. How? Oh, I read that. Thank you. Villa nil, Spurs nil. Oh, all right. No goals. That's. Hmm, can't say that's not a possibility, actually. By the way, Villa scored in the league yet or what? Haven't seen them play. Oh, yeah, they finally did. A couple of game weeks ago, they finally did. Yes, as you can see here, they scored 3 against Fulham and 2 against Burnley. The other 3 games of, I mean, yeah, they basically started scoring. Yes, to answer your question shortly. So some insights here. 10 goals in the last 5 matches, haven't lost in 7. Richarlison has the most shots on target per match for Tottenham Hotspur's 1, which is not great, really. Has scored 9 goals in their last 5 matches. Like I said, they have finally scored goals. Have won the previous 2 matches against Hotspurs. Haven't lost in 5 matches either, as you can see right here. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. 9 goals there. I believe these last 5 games is when they started scoring goals. And they have not lost in the last 5 too as well. Nil nil. Nil nil. I don't know about that. Nil nil. I'm not sure of. I'm going to say Spurs. There'll be goals. I'll say 2-2. I'm going to say 2-2 for this game. Arsenal have only conceded 3 goals. Yeah, I think it'll be. I want to say a high score, Dell, to be honest with you, but I feel like something's going to make it difficult for them to score. I think Marco Silva might make it difficult to them for them to score. They will control the game. They will win 1-0, but I think it'll be tough to score goals. Please don't say United's going to upset this match week. Missing Onana entertainment show. Nobody's missing that, dude. Nobody's missing that. Spurs have always been tricky for Villa. Either Spurs will be dominated or it's going to be a Spursy thing. I actually think it's going to be a draw, man. I think Thomas Frank is going to steady this ship, unfortunately. I wish he would steady our ship about 18 months ago, but sadly, that doesn't happen. West Ham United Brentford. We will get to the Northwest Derby, guys, but someone asked me how is Van Bissaka doing, so I thought we'll have a look. Where is he? Why is Van Bissaka not here on the page? There we go. Have to do it. We'll have to do it manually. Okay, let me see. What is this? Player stats. What does this mean? I wanna see whatever this question mark thing is. Player traits chart highlights a player's statistical strengths and weaknesses in comparison to similar players. Each stat is adjusted on a per 90 basis and included matches from the last 365 days. Players are then compared to positional peers from similar leagues, are placed in a percentile ranking. For example, a player with 90 percentile ranking on Chancery means then created 90% chances more than players in their position in similarly. So it is a percentile thing. So I was reading it right. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Left back, right back, left wing back, left wing back. Yeah, yeah. I didn't see that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I didn't see that any of that. Thank you. Touches 32 percentile. That makes sense. 45% chance created. Maybe he's done some in West Ham. 30% aerial duels. He's not exactly the tallest person. 63% defensive contribution. This seems sounds about right. 20 percentile on shots attempted. That also seems about right. 61 percentile for in goals. The last year. He's going to be 28 next month. Interesting. Not great, but interesting. What's he got? 41 matches, 2 goals for West Ham. 190 matches, 2 goals for United. Yeah, this adds up, unfortunately. He's not very attacking, is he? He's played for the Congo, 4 matches so far. Oh, he started for the Congo this year. Okay. Fair enough. Didn't play here. Didn't play here. He didn't play for them. Wow, he's not. Oh, no, sorry. He has played. There's just no rating. That's weird. He's played, but there's no rating. All right. Anyway, I hope that answers the question of someone wanting to know about Van Bissaka. West Ham Brentford, guys, before we go to the Northwest. Thoughts, opinions? Thoughts, opinions? Brentford 2-1. Okay. 2-2 draw. I believe that is for Spurs. It's just sad that even if Liverpool gets red carded twice and they play with 9 men, I still wouldn't have any confidence that we're going to score. Van Bissaka was more like a 12th man in the playing 11. But at the same point, if Frimpong plays and Liverpool somehow gets 12 men on the pitch, I'm positive we can exploit the right side and score 3-4. Yesterday was the birthday of your favorite player. My favorite player? Yeah, yeah. Was it? Are you sure? No, my favorite player's birthday is next week, next month actually. Nice try, bud. Nice try. See, I did the Uno reverse thing. I looked at my actual favorite player's birthday and then I knew it wasn't his. Ah. Checkers and chess, my friend. Checkers and chess. Brentford win 1-1 draw. Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil. Oh, he's my favorite player, Mesut Ozil. 1-1 draw, their laptop says. West Ham Brentford. Think so. It is at the London Stadium. Nah, I'll go Brentford. I'll go Brentford. I'll say 1-0. Cheeky 1-0 for Brentford. They'll steal it, you know. Hit and run. 3 points. I think Ugarte still has great potential. Yeah, he's been bad, but he also has been a scapegoat as well. He's also just 24. He looks like he cares about the club, wants to play, hope he improves. Sedan, all this is great. And I mean it. All this is great. However, and this is the big however, the man cannot, for the life of him, control the ball. And for whatever reason, I still don't know why, but for whatever reason, people do not want to pass to it. And we have seen it. People do not want to pass to him. This is a problem, my friend. This is a real problem. Why do people not want to pass to him, even if he is open? This is alarming. I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but I don't like it. We'll build an Arne Slot monument to thank him if he plays Frimpong and Konate's deadly duo on the same side. After Henri and Perez in modern era, Ozil was my favorite player. Fair enough. You see Mbemo dancing in Carrington at Heaven's Story yesterday. I did not. 1-0 Liverpool. All right. So I guess we are done with that. And now we have the Northwest Derby. Martinez obviously won't be playing. Mazraoui also won't be playing. Aiden Heaven will also not be playing. Becker won't be playing. Leone, unfortunately, has destroyed his knee. He won't be playing. Gravenberch, doubtful apparently. Basetic, Wataru Endo. If Gravenberch doesn't play, we will be quite. It will be quite beneficial to us. Let's put it that way. Head to head, 16-14, 11 draws. Last Anfield game, as we know, ended in a 2-2. Last season, they beat us 3-0 at home. Which is what, as you can see here, this was the wonderful FA Cup match we'll all not forget last year. And as you can see, they're beating us 7-0. Oh boy. We did beat them 4-0 in a club friendly. Does that count? Anyway, there's that. Those are the injured and slash suspended players. Anfield's capacity, surface grass, never forget. 14 with rain, wonderful. I mean, the weather can't get any better, can it? Eki TikTok and Fernandes, 3 goals, 2 goals, 1 assist, no assist, 6 games, 7 games. You can see here 3 losses in a row for Liverpool. We are 2-3. They are 3-2. Or wait, we are 3-2. They are 2-3. Actually, I don't know, man. Galatasaray tough match. Chelsea, Crystal Palace deserve to win, in my opinion. That goal should have been a handball, but it is what it is. They ended up losing anyway, so I guess it's the same thing. But what's going to happen in this game? I suppose is the point. I suppose that's the real point. Don't need to look at that screen anymore because we're done with the games. Now we can just talk. Is Maka and Ryan available for this match? Based on this, Ryan's doubtful. Maka seems to be. Although, you know what? They do travel really far on international friendly, the South Americans. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be a thing where they might not play him. Wouldn't be the first time a team has done that. 2-0 United. Okay. My friend's 50-year-old uncle cares for the club and wants to improve on his drinking habits. Should I get him 50s and throw him on the pitch against Liverpool? I honestly don't understand this caring. Listen, man, it's fine. Yeah, let them live, bro. Don't bother. Watch out for Kirkias trying to kill either Ahmad or Supremacy guy. Bro, I'm going to lose it if I see any of that nonsense on my team. 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 7-0, clean sheet, always Nathan. Mm, I never asked, and sorry for my ignorance, but who's your favorite player of all time? Mine is Roy Keane. I love Beckham, dude. That's why I started watching football. I just checked McAllister is available. Yep. Based on this, I don't know how accurate this is, although I definitely know Becker and Leone are injured. Gravenberch allegedly is doubtful. Yes, it counts. Um, yes, it counts. I think he has a confidence issue. I've been critical of him, but he has shown he can perform. Obviously, I think he needs to improve his technical abilities. I just really enjoy if he could stay 10 minutes on the pitch and not get a yellow card. I think we should start with that first. Don't worry, we will win. Mbamo and Sashko score. Kobe Mainu will play. Kobe Mainu is not going to play. Aryan, please. You're going to get depressed before the match starts. I don't see it happening. Hello, Dell laptop. I'm Lenovo tablet. Will you go on a date with me? 3-2 United. I'm hell positive. You wanted to know that with Licha, how much problem will solve our team. I just hey want sorry hey wanted to know that with Licha, how much problem will solve in our team. Blue Boy best player I think will see Zobosla. I think best player will be Ekatike. 2-0 United. By the way, how's my FPL going? It's going all right at the moment. It's going all right at the moment. I cannot complain. We do have an FPL league, but it's not on this. It's not on this link here. But yes, you could join it if you want. Someone knows the code. Aditya, if you can just post the code, please, that would be great. Someone, if you don't mind. I don't want to get out of these screens, otherwise it'll be a headache. Someone can just put in the code, FPL code. You don't have to put the link. I would appreciate that. If someone wants to join, they can join from there. Hit destroy. Let's not get too charged up. I'm a bit of a workaholic. How about we just sync our screens and see where the connection takes us? How wonderful this would be if this was actually a guy and a girl talking on a stream like this. Then they can say that's how they met. Um, so, Blue Boy, to answer your question, first of all, it is very unrealistic to expect Lisandro Martinez to be a solution to all our problems. The problems he will be responsible for is allowing Dogu to get further up forward on the left hand side, uses recovery pace to stop Delict and Maguire center line, halfway line blunders. Hopefully, if we set up right in those situations, possibly long ball diagonals to Sheshko or to the wing backs if needed on a counter. Some aggression in the defense and in the middle of the pitch if we need to take on players, especially in terms of 2v1s. That sounds like a lot of things he's going to solve, but the problem that he needs to really solve is his fitness. He has played 10 more games than Luke Shaw since he has signed. Yeah, someone told me that stat yesterday, I believe. 10 more games. So that's his real problem. See, because if he comes back, plays 5 good games, gets injured again, then everyone will go, man, if Lisandro Martinez was fit, we could have been this, we could have been that. He's not reliable enough to say those statements. The main thing is he's gotta stay fit, Blue Boy. Hopefully that answers the question. Rishi is asking me off topic. You like Vision betrayed Seth Rollins? Yes, of course, dude. We need more twists in WWE for sure. Because of Keen Scholes, Gerard, I personal love and biasness for number 8 and number 6. Oh, I thought you were going to say you were going to support England in the World Cup rhythm. Is Joe Bellingham that good as United is looking to buy Wharton or Baleba and Elliot Anderson that will neutralize the midfield? I just don't think there's any player out there that can neutralize this midfield if we are going to play 2v3 in the midfield, Aryan, to be honest with you. And Joe Bellingham, I mean, if Kobe Mainu can't start, then I don't know how Joe Bellingham is going to start. And the reason there's drama right now is because he wants to start and he's not getting enough start times, enough starts in the game. Enough game time because he wants to start. So I don't know how we are going to solve that problem for him. To be honest, if we can't even put Menu in the squad, you want the third wheel in your connection. Both of the goalkeepers are incredible. Um, in FPL code, yes, that's the FPL code. Thank you. So, oh, wait, let me see. I'll pin it. I'll pin it. If anybody wants, they can take it from there. Believe, yes, it's pinned. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you very much. I've been auto syncing all my life, and the connection betrayed me at every point. How about we take the matter into our pots and charge ourselves up? Is Wharton worth the hype? I saw someone pumping him like he's a mixture of Prime Zidane and Hullet in ball carrying and recovering ability. That will just hype up his price. Well, his price, I believe, is 60 to 65. If they hype up his price anymore, they'll get no money. So I think they have to be a little bit realistic about it as well. He is doing really well, though, to be fair. Is the Sam Larkhurst piece of shit about Ronaldo leadership in only 10-year reliable? Bro, it depends on how you look at it. It depends on what is deemed reliable. Because people say all kinds of things, you believe them at face value, but then they find out later on at a later date that the information they were given was not completely accurate. For example, yesterday we found out about the Ugarte thing. A couple of hours later, someone, quote unquote, more credible said that is not true. So the thing is, it's he said, she said, yeah, and we'll never really find out until Ronaldo probably retires and has like a podcast talk and everything just comes out, probably. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if he's not in a managerial job at the time, I'm sure someone's going to ask him his side of the story too. So yeah, Wi-Fi handle extra pan. Imagine if Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup, the Gattuso will kill everyone. Bro, they haven't been qualified for the World Cup for quite some time now. It wouldn't really be a surprise. I mean, it is a surprise, but it wouldn't be a real surprise. Wasn't Konate injured as well? I mean, it depends on you ask Siddhant. A lot of people think Konate is always injured or always going to be injured, but Yudi told me he wants Gomez to play, so maybe he is injured. I remember Yudi saying that he wants Gomez to play, so maybe he's injured. But as you can see, he's not on this list. And as far as this list being reliable, the three people on our side is definitely reliable because they're definitely not going to play. Uh, yeah, they're definitely not going to play. So even though two of them are saying doubtful, they're not going to play. Bro, currently nothing less than 80 is going to be accepted, and how much they have hyped him, City, Liverpool, Chelsea on. Apparently there's a handshake agreement, Suman. There's a handshake agreement. That's why it won't be 80. They're trying to get him to sign a new contract, so that contract will have a buyout clause. And the buyout, alleged buyout clause is how people are getting 60, 65 million on the in their head, basically. Any correction now will be God's plan. The effing port charging. Let's talk about the lineup and stuff. What I'm talking? What do you mean? I'm talking about the game. What are you talking? I'm just reading what they're saying. But it was also interesting when they saw the asking price. Sudden cracking sound was heard from Perez's office. Later, people were seen carrying extra pants into the office room. It's really funny. He never thought about that for Mbappe, dude. You know, the free transfer. Sounds like you've been plagued by faulty connections. I'm willing to open my ports and give you a show. Let's make sure our protocols are clear. No buffering, no lag. Bro, are we going to win this week? All right. We've gotten to the end of the show, guys. It's time. It's time. Predictions. Everybody in the chat, predictions. Let's get to it. True Indian is saying best chance for United to win this game is being a bit pragmatic and trying to play mid block. Bro, there's no mid for a mid block. There's no block, dude. It's in fact, it's more like O block. There's only crimes happening in the middle of the pitch. 3-4 United. Oof. 3-4 United at Anfield. Bro, the madness that will ensue if that happens. Shreyansh is saying when anyone talks about release clause, always reminds me of the release clause of Luis Suarez at Liverpool that Arsenal tried to trigger. 3-2 United. God save my Diwali. Let's end this prediction. Let's end this by predictions. 3-2 Liverpool. Can't we talk about pot charging some more? 8-0 Liverpool. 8-0 United, and the debt will be paid. 2-2 draw. I think on no case Madrid should go for another midfielder next year. Buy back Nico Paz in 2027. Take back Shema Andres. That's it. And if possible, by Stellar. You're not getting Stiller, dude. Stop being greedy, man. I applied to iOS, but I got no girlfriend, so I installed some shite dating app, got zero matches. What was my what was my advice, Lavanya? What was my advice? But I got to go. You have to explain to me what was my advice exactly. 1-0 United in 96 minutes, Fergie time. 4-0 Liverpool, Joboslai, Ekitike, Salah, and Isaac score. 5-2 Liverpool. Depends on the lineup. Play Ugarte, Casemiro just to win the duels. 2-3 Liverpool. What's happening, dude? Suddenly everyone's saying Liverpool's winning now. 2-0 Liverpool. We would either win by thin margin or would get absolutely hammered. Nothing in between. Jokes aside, 2-1 Liverpool or maybe 3-1. Oh no, man. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. I'm going to stick with what I said on Yudhi's channel, which is 1-1. That's it. I don't mind getting roasted. I guess we will take a draw. Yeah, bro. All of us would take a draw. Stop ruining people's love life, bro. I don't even know what I said. Lavanya has to tell me what I said exactly. But the dating app idea is a good idea. Definitely. Why not? So this guy never understand most important things are midfielders. That's why his own club's whole midfielders. Bro, Suman is the one saying don't buy any more midfielders, not me. Stiller's either going to Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. That's it. United's going for the Balima, Anderson, Wharton. Both of the goalkeepers are too good. You said social media so effed. You so spend some time with your girl or touch grass. Yeah, okay, fine. No, you know what? I'll stand by that mustache. I'll stand by that. Find a girlfriend or touch grass. He's deciding to. He tried one. Now he's trying the other. Fair enough. I'll stick by my sentence. Thank you very much. 3-4 United. Come on, Nathan. Boo. No, I'm going to go 1-1. We're going to go there. We're going to go to Hanfield. We're going to do a little dance. We're going to make a little noise. And then we're going to come back with a point. Okay. Stop reacting like when has United even delivered when we expected something else? Bro, that's why I said 1-1. Look. No, where is it? Where is it? Wait, hold on. The last two times we went to Anfield, we got draws. Look. Where the hell is it? Yeah. 2-2 draw. Shit. Okay. 2-2 draw. Never mind. This was a draw at Old Trafford. Anyway, it's a 1-1 draw. Okay, that's it. That's it. 1-1 draw. If it's not 5-1, 5-2, even after getting out of below poverty line, poverty zone, Arne Slot should hand his head from the clock tower. Ooh, we will score a late winner 2-1. I haven't touched grass, played shite football, turned into prime Maguire on the ground. 4 own goals. Listen, man. You're just starting out, dude. It's all good. Bro, I guess we will see a Lamens masterclass and a Shashko goal. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. A solid 1-1, dude. See, I said 4-0 Liverpool because this kid in between the stakes, if it was someone else, I would have said 7-0. Whoa. You are right. 2-2 draw and a 0-0 draw at Anfield last. Let's go, man. We're cooking. We're cooking, people. I'm telling you, we're cooking. Concert dance. Pole dance or Ganpati. Which means United are due a loss at Anfield. Absolutely not. This is unacceptable behavior. We have to go there. We have to get a 1-0. We have to listen to Van Dijk talk about only one team wanted to play football. And then we take our point and we take our ball and we go home. Simple as that. I think Senna Lamens will say 15 shots, but that would be a disgraceful for defense. Also sounds like that's exactly what's going to happen. 2-1 or 3-1 Liverpool, say what you will, but I will always have a hard time trusting my own players as a United fan. I think that's reasonable. It's very reasonable. Fair. That's why I'm saying 1-1. I would even take, I can't even be gutsy enough to say 1-0, dude. How about that? Arne Slot can give his hairstyle to Ruben after the season. Ruben will have, he's not going to make it to the season if he keeps losing. Bruno win at 96 minutes to shut his haters. We will be there, bro. If that happens, it's time we all bring out the knives and forks and start cooking people, dude. At least for a week. How is Athletic making Shashko the worst signing? Okay, we'll end off on this because we didn't talk about this, Gaurav. That's a great point. I'll leave it up here for now. I'll just read the others. Liverpool won't even take 10 shots on target. Ooh. हार गए तो तुम सबकी दिवाली बिगड़ गई जाऊंगा next time. The Haram world is starting to build in the EPL. Arteta, aka Cholo bin Arten should be banned from EPL. Otherwise, every other team will also play Haram ball. What do 3 years he has whatever he does? No, no, that's nonsense. It's not happening. Is Liverpool's full squad available? The main player missing is Allison, and Gravenberch is doubtful. Basically, Sasko just score banger header. What's the point of Derek Kambij? Then how are you going 1-1 if we suddenly have a mentality issue like that, girl? How do you expect us to score? I don't, dude. I expect us to fluke score. Please don't get a word give words a GA, man. No, that would be sad. Mbeumo space could be crucial on the counter. Liverpool's defense has been a bit shaky. I'm hoping that the left end will try to do something on the other side of Van Dijk. I'm kind of really hoping, depending on who's our left end, to do something there. How is Athletic making Saskud? Okay, so we'll answer this before we go, shall we? So Gaurav, it is a article that the Athletic have written based on a survey they did. The Athletic is not making Shashko the worst signing. They asked 20 agents who is the worst signing this season in the Premier League. So then then whatever it came to, whatever 6 out of 20 named Shashko, whatever the number was. So Athletics not making them do that. They just did a survey. They randomized 20 agents. I guess they are PL agents or people who have PL players, and that was the poll. That's all they did. They didn't really say it themselves, but yes. फिर बॉल लूज करेंगे पता ही नहीं चलेगा कब 3-0 हो गए. No, dude, he's going to go long. Lamens will go long for sure. I'm afraid we'll get Alexander Insect and Florian Wirst into form. Burma will occupy the right half spaces, which is where somewhere between Andak and yeah, I want the. That's why I'm saying the left end, dude. I hope the left end's quick. If we have Cunha, hopefully he can use his speed to create some turmoil there. They are considering agent commission. I mean, listen, they are for sure, but it's also randomized, no, dude. We don't know who the agents are. To be fair to the survey, we don't know who the agents are. Only the Athletic do, and they will not give that information out because in the future those agents will not work with them. So that's how that is working. If by chance the agent names are leaked, those agents will realize that they are not reliable. And the thing with the Athletic is, you have to realize, Gaurav, is they are a paywall. They are a paywall app. So whatever they put out has to be vetted. It has to be factual, or they will get sued. As you know, in England, people don't mind getting sued nowadays, and you could get in real legal trouble. And the other thing is, they have to be careful what they write because they're behind a paywall. If they're giving bad information, they're going to lose their values. They're going to lose their subscriptions, I should say. And the other thing is, the information that they would rely on through agents, due to the reputation they have built, will also die if they leak out the name. So basically, it's 20 agents. Nobody knows who they are except the person who's doing the survey. And you know, I mean, like, if as long as everyone keeps quiet, nobody knows who has actually done the survey. To be fair, okay, we'll put this away now because we don't need this. Sashko will show on the 19, which is the best club in England. Sashko scores 15 goals and shuts them out. Can't say 20 due to our almighty wing backs. By the way, Cunha scored his first goal or not? Yes, he has scored one in a friendly, but he's not scored an official goal. No. Even last time we played on long balls and that worked. We just need to win second balls, exactly. And I think we have the better striker for this case now. As we were talking about yesterday, Siddhant, the difference between Hoyland and Shashko in terms of what they are good for. Everybody's praying we win. And I'm praying you should pick the card by. I don't mind if Liverpool are not good like how they were before the break, because soon we'll be playing them. Yeah. What if Amarim brings on a CB and that is Maguire, and this time he actually gets a last way winner in Anfield? I mean, listen, it's not that the strategy is bad. It's whether the strategy at the time makes sense or not. True Indian. That is the problem. So what Michael Owen's podcast, he accepted that he came to United after his prime was far behind. Was he bad in United? He wasn't bad in United, but the problem with going past your prime is you can't get the best. You cannot perform the best when you have all the opportunity around you, right? That's why he has a PL title there and doesn't have a PL title anywhere else he played. because if he was in his form in United, he'd probably have more because he would have come earlier to United. But he obviously wouldn't come earlier to United because he played at Liverpool. All right, being serious, Nathan. Liverpool plays the usual attack overload tactic. I would actually say we spank them because we are very good on long balls and they will be exposed. I think we have definitely have a chance to get at the defense too. There's no doubt about it. That's why I'm pretty sure we will score at least a goal. The question is how bad is our defense is going to be? Defenses. Hope we get Wharton. I hope that handshake deal is real. That's all I'll say. But it isn't that simple. I know they won't play the same tactic, not unless Arne Slot's high. I mean, listen, dude. I don't know. Arne Slot's been doing his own thing recently, so don't be surprised. This Manchester United versus Liverpool match will be marketed as a Cunha versus Wirtz in the title. Liverpool are good in corners. Yeah, but we got Lamens now. I feel he's a little bit better at least. Yeah, I'm just joking. Last time Maguire had a chance, so just came to mind if he gets a late one. Yeah, I see, man. Everything's possible. It's just a matter of the timing of the substitution that frustrates most people. Oh, we don't play Dallo this week. We're going to play Dallo this week. Gaurav. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Just letting you know now, so you don't get triggered when you see it. Especially the long VVD guy. Liverpool are even terrible in transition. They are a very beatable side, but we really don't know which United will turn up exactly. Will United go to buy a midfielder in winter? Apparently, Lavanya, we are somewhat linked to James Garner. So let's see who was our own player. If you don't know, we sold him to Everton. We had to. Will Lamens start or buy? Indeed, it has to be Lamens. Actually, more than defense, it's a problem midfield and Dallo. I just don't want United to play good football for first 20 minutes and then just get spanked. I don't want to make another rant video. I mean, listen, man, we've been playing first 20 minutes good for many matches even before Amarim came here. So there it is, the Dallo defender group leader. I'm telling you, he's going to play, dude. I'm just telling you, don't get mad about it. When he gets picked, everyone gets angry. Then I already know he's going to get picked, so I'm not going to get mad. You guys are going to get mad. I already know it's happening. When Lamens starts, sick of hope Lamens starts, sick of the close up on behind his face after he F's up. यार Casado ले लो ये United से और Rashford दे दो free में. I mean, I don't think Barcelona are that generous with their players, dude. But I wouldn't mind a Casado, to be honest. I wouldn't mind most midfielders at the moment, at least for now. But anyway, guys, there it is. Portuguese favoritism. It's not Gaurav. It's not. Gaurav, I'm going to be honest with you. And Destroyer is going to scream at me because he does that every week. I'm telling you this and just think about it for a second, okay? Mazraoui is not fit. So Mazraoui is out. Amad Diallo's had one good game at right wing back. He's had one good game at right wing. If we are being honest, he's had one good game at right wing back. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. And you know what? Here's the real kicker, Gaurav. Dogu might not start and he might play Dallo on the left hand side. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But see, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna come straight in your stream when I see Dallo starting. Bro, I don't get why though. It only surprises you guys. It does not surprise me. I know he's gonna start. I would be mind it's Barca who minds. I mean, listen, the thing is they will never consider giving their own players to us. They'd rather pay. That's the truth. What if Michael Oliver's actually against Liverpool this time rather than United because of the Isaac deal? Then we are going to see the Liverpool creators have a good time after the game. Take care, Nathan Chat. Keep the peace. Oh, we are off. आप लमीन यमाल दे दो, रैशफोर्ड ले लो फ्री में दो. Where United need fullbacks after mid. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. If we can at least get one wing back either side and two midfielders next season, it'll be a win. We need fullbacks. Yeah, we need fullbacks. There's no doubt about it. We need proper fullbacks, wing backs. If Amram doesn't survive, we still need fullbacks. So we need fullbacks no matter what, whether they're wing backs or not wing backs. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining. Tomorrow, just an update before you guys leave. Tomorrow, I believe 6-ish. Okay, I will confirm closer to the timing. Special guest to talk about the Northwest Derby. I'm not giving any spoilers. 6ish. It's going to be early because that's the time that was available. I will see you guys there. I will not tell you. Stay on Twitter. Stay on the post on YouTube. 6ish. That's what we are going for at the moment. Hopefully earlier. It won't be earlier than that. Hopefully between 6:30. So I'll see you guys there. We will talk about the Northwest Derby only, no other games. So that will be interesting. Um, yeah, before I go, I'll just catch up with this quickly. Why is Sancho such a honey pool? Because money and popularity unleash different things in you, Rajiv. But I told you guys about Sancho. Answer me honestly. If you know that both young Mantato and an experienced 26-year-old leader are going to shit all over the pitch, no matter who you play, won't you take a chance with the boy? Ruben Amorim allegedly, I'm sure you have read this. He does not want to force a promotion to the youngsters. There's your answer, destroyer. Bye, Lavanya. Beckham coming. Ishan Aiga. Anyway, guys. So tomorrow, stay tuned. That's all I'll say. Stay tuned. Take care, guys. Good night, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. Take care, guys. Good night.